Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Obviously we have a whole bunch of CJRBs here, and I know exactly what they are. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm really excited about this, and I know a lot of you guys will be too, and I mean that. I know a lot of people just fast forward and skip to the part where I open it. But for those select few of you who stick around and listen to me talk at the beginning, something that I know many of you find baffling is that I have an actual interest in budget knives. I know some of you don't believe me, and that's fine. But the truth is I get really excited about a good budget knife. In fact, I get excited about anything that I consider a rarity amidst a sea of mediocrity. That's something that I experience as a knife reviewer, somebody who unboxes a lot of stuff and reviews a lot of stuff. I experience a lot of mediocrity. Not necessarily bad, it's just, you know? So when I find something that I think is special, I get really excited about it. I don't really care if it's $1,000 or if it's $20. If it's special in its category, I consider it rare, right? And that excites me. CJRB is a company that does a good job of recognizing when they've done something special and then making a lot of variations of that special thing to cater to as many people as possible. You would think that this is an obvious thing to do, but so many companies miss this mark. And after I looked at the outside of these boxes, I realized CJRB is doing exactly what they always do here, and they're catering to a whole bunch of people. So if you love budget knives, this might get you going. Thanks so much to CJRB for sending these in. I'll link everything down below like I usually do. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's go ahead and open these boxes. So there's a couple of brand new things and then a couple of things that are variations of things that we have seen before. Technically, it's all variation, but what I'm really excited about, I think, is what's in these first couple. We'll see. We'll open these at random. All right, let's move these so we cue the guy who's like, doesn't open the product until he's got Patrick Starr's voice for some reason. The product doesn't get shown until 2 minutes and 16 seconds. You're welcome. All right, thanks, Patrick. So the first, here it is. Oh boy, I like getting excited about this stuff. What we have here is the Pyrite Light XL, which I told you it doesn't take. It doesn't take a psychic or somebody who, claims to be able to see the future to know that they were going to do this. But here it is, right? And you know what? It's exactly, whoops. What's going on here? What's going on here? What? What's the deal? Is the disengagement? Okay. I mean, I got to be honest here. This plunge lock, oh my God, I'm stupid. It has the twin pin thing. I was like, oh my gosh, I got so excited, but I'm going to have to do a negative report. I was ready to drop the hammer. Oh man, I was so mad there for just a second. I was like, you guys really, you fumbled this. It has that twin plunge lock, which admittedly I didn't love, but also tried to make a point in that video that the way that I tested it, because it did, in that video, it did fail. It was also abuse, right? So what this is it's two plunge locks. It's a twin plunge lock. If you don't like this system, I would advise you simply ignore its existence, because you can just use the knife, as a basic plunge lock, right? Now, if you need it to be slightly, and big emphasis on that, if you need it to be slightly more reliable in its open position, you can engage that secondary plunge lock. It will not do much. You are not in baton mode here. I want to be very clear with new people and veterans alike. This is not baton mode engaged. This is plunge lock plus 8% charisma. That's essentially what you're adding here. You're adding 4% stamina. It's not a lot. So just be wary of that. But the plunge lock itself on this knife should be fine for what you would normally use a knife for. I am much more into the fact that what we're looking at here is if you can definitely, I just realized, you can actually engage that secondary lock simply by engaging or disengaging the plunge lock and accidentally pushing on it. I just did it there. So you might be able to ignore its existence most of the time, but periodically you might actually touch it. CJRB, I think it's great that you guys have offered the large Pyrite light. I think this is a winning idea. I don't know that I love or that everybody will love the addition of the secondary plunge lock. You guys have got it very close to the button here. And yeah, it does technically add, like I'm joking around, it does technically add a little bit of reinforcement to the, open position lock. But it's real close to the point where, like right here, I've actually engaged it. So when I go to there, that button right there, it's not wanting to go. I have to disengage and disengage again. So not the biggest deal in the world, but something to think about. Okay, let's move on. I think we actually have a few variations of this, and then we have a couple variations of another knife that I'm going to show you guys here. So the next one, I love the size. And also, it's almost certainly going to be a ridiculously inexpensive knife. I'll give you guys a size comparison real quick with the standard Pyrite light to let you guys see exactly how much bigger. I mean, it's quite a bit bigger, right? This guy was 30 bucks. Oh no, we have a Pyrite light. I could have actually just done that with this one here. So this next one was a copper wash. This is also a really good idea. What they've been doing here again is this AR RPM 9, and then we have the white FRN. But yeah, I also really like that they're doing copper wash on that. I think you guys should do as many of those as you possibly can because that's a really nice look. And then moving on, well, we have something premium here. Okay, I actually didn't realize until just now that one of these boxes was different. I assumed that they were all Pyrite. We have two seals here. Either the standard Pyrite light or the Pyrite light XL or large or whatever you guys have chosen to call it. The second one here is also what? Why did you guys put this in the fancy box? Okay, well, it's got a different finish on it. Oh, it's because it's S90V. Okay, so what we have here is something that will potentially be one of the least expensive, properly heat-treated S90V knives ever. And thankfully, you guys have chosen to not put that twin, plunge lock on there. So I don't know what they're going to price this at, but I'm just telling you, like the setup, this looks like a 15-yard field goal. Like this looks like an easy. This looks like an easy 3 points, right? I'm going to guess this is going to be historically one of the least expensive, properly heat-treated S90V blades ever. For those of you who do not care if your handle material is hyper premium, and don't tell me you guys don't exist or that population doesn't exist, I'm going to introduce a brand to you, right? Or I'm going to drop a brand with the force of a hammer, right? With the force of Thor's hammer. Spyderco has proven that people will definitely chase down expensive steels with very inexpensive handle materials in droves, in massive armies, right? Now, whether or not you agree with that is besides the point. They exist, right? You can scream and cry and peep and poop and whatever into the sky. It doesn't matter. It's there, right? So I agree with this strategy, especially considering we have a Chinese company who's able to do this type of thing for substantially lower costs versus Spyderco. This gives many people with budgetary restrictions, that's everybody, right? But certain people who simply will not go over the line, over a certain line in terms of price for a pocket knife, right? Or other people who can't, it allows them to get their hands on steels like S90V without having to spend hardly anything. I mean, it's still going to cost, I'm not saying it's going to cost 20 bucks, but the implication here is that this is going to be under 100. We've already seen CJRB do this with materials that are more expensive than the FRN. That's what gets me excited that this is going to be even less expensive. That is a winning combination there if I've ever seen that. That's really nice. I think that a lot of companies are missing the mark here, or missing a grand opportunity combining S90V with very inexpensive handle materials, because that's a real winner there as far as like a tool, like a performance tool. But anyways, we're getting ahead here. What did you guys send me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. Okay, that makes sense. Next up, so this is either another Pyrite XL or another Pyrite Light. Next up, we have another Pyrite XL, and this one also having the double lock on there. I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, consider the placement and consider making them without the double lock as well for people who don't want it, right? Maybe you guys already do that, right? But I would like to see versions of it that don't have it. And then finally, we'll just look at the box here. Also a large Pyrite, but what color? That's the question. Green, okay, yeah, and non-coated. That's good that you guys have a non-coated option. And again, with the secondary lock, that's, again, not everybody's going to hate that, and some people are really going to not like it, right? But they all do feel very, like they feel exactly the same. It takes very deliberate force, and if you're wondering the difference in feeling between disengaging the plunge lock and engaging and disengaging this secondary locking system is very different. This is much more of like your typical button lock experience. This is like a click, right? Can you hear that? It's a much different thing. So I'm interested to hear you guys' thoughts. I don't love it personally, but it's going to come down to the individual, right? This is going to make some people feel a little bit more secure with their knife, but in my experience, this system does not add a lot. Then again, secondary locking systems like this have never really offered a lot more, just slightly more, right? So some really cool stuff here either way. What I'm most excited about is the fact that we've got the, we all saw it coming, the large Pyrite Light, definitely a winning size and material combination there. And then definitely the combination of S90V and the contoured FRN on the Pyrite Light frame. That is amazing. I cannot wait to see what the actual price tag is on that. And by the time you guys are seeing this, I'll have it linked in the description so you guys will know. So anyways, that's going to be it for today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. If you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.